Dystopias are basically societies that go through a lot of suffering, injustice, and corruption. In this video, I will show you some best games set in dystopian futures. So without any further ado, let's start this video. The first game of this video is Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk stories and dystopian elements go together like macaroni and cheese. Cyberpunk 2077 is no exception. All is controlled by corporations with no laws in place or effective enough to stop them. Many people are homeless and addicted to cosmetics. There is constant danger, so everyone open carries their firearms. Next up we have Remember Me. This game takes place in a futuristic Paris in the year 2084. What makes it dystopian is that a firm sells brain implants that allow people to upload or erase their memories on a network as they see appropriate. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Of course, this led in the corporation conducting widespread monitoring and humans becoming hooked to the implant. Next up we have Enslaved Odyssey to the West. This game is a loose version of the Chinese novel Journey to the West, as some may have deduced from the title. The story takes place 150 years after a worldwide battle wiped off the majority of mankind. Only a few humans remain, and the robots created for the worldwide conflict continue to slaughter whatever they believe to be a threat. The remainder of what makes this game dystopian, like the Metro series, is in the spoiler zone. Next up we have the Metro series. The first game of this series was based on the novel of the same name, Metro 2033. Nuclear war in Moscow has made many live in the metro tunnels. There are radical ideologies at war, constant threats from bandits, and tons of mutated creatures running amok. Much else that is dystopian about the series is in spoiler territory. Players see many communities that are suffering or on the brink of destruction just because their leaders prioritized military strength over survival. Next up we have the Red Faction series. In the year 2075, the first game in this series takes place on Mars. The protagonist of the first game travels to Mars in search of a better life than he can find on Earth, only to discover that businesses are exploiting the employees. In addition, there is a plague. The second and third games demonstrate that Earth is no better as a result of nanotechnology slipping into the hands of the wrong people. Natural resources are depleting on the Earth, and the global economy is crumbling. Next up we have the Fallout series. In dystopian fiction, the dystopia often emerges from a semi-apocalyptic situation. In the case of the Fallout series, this is the case. There are villages striving to exist on a daily basis, yet there are also powerful organizations, people, and groups. The Institute, the Enclave, the Brotherhood of Steel, Caesar's Legion, Mr. House, and a slew of raiders and gangs are all part of this. They will kill anyone in the way of their agenda for more power. Next up we have the Deus Ex Series. Set in the year 2052, Deus Ex is a classic example of a dystopia. Nearly every dystopian trope exists. There is a critical division between the rich and poor, a dangerous pandemic whittling the population, while there is a vaccine shortage, worldwide riots, and terrorist organizations that see opportunity in the chaos. The last game of this video is the Shadowrun series. The majority of dystopian novels are based on science fiction. Shadowrun is unique in that it combines science fiction and fantasy elements. There's cybernetics, and then there's magic. While such features may appear to be a dream come true, Shadowrun is recognized for its unmistakably bleak atmosphere. Megacorporations, crime syndicates, and individuals who are just affluent govern people's lives. So that's the list of 8 best games set in dystopian futures. If you enjoy this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel Games Puff, and press the bell icon for more gaming videos.